Hello, my name is Ben D. Hilaire, and this is my acceptance test for a Codesys function block diagram with visualization. The purpose of this acceptance test is to verify my program correctly uses a start power push button as a master enable and two switch inputs combined with a XOR logic block, with the final result controlling three output lights. The system is designed to behave like a controlled circuit. The start push button supplies control power, and only when that control power is enabled can the switch logic affect the lights. Once the start power is enabled, the two switches operate in a classic two-switch control pattern using XOR logic, meaning the lights turn on only when the switches are in opposite states. The function block diagram has two main stages. The XOR stage, with switch 1 and 2 feed into the block. The XOR output is true only when switch 1 and 2 are different, one being on and one being off. If both switches match, either both off or both on, the XOR output is false. Requiring it being true, this leads to the master enable stage. The XOR output and the start push button input feed into an AND block. This means the final output is true only when the start push button is true and the XOR output is true. Finally, the output of the AND block is wired to all three of the lights. Since the lights all share the same control signal, they should all turn on and off together. I have the Codesys project open with the function block diagram loaded and the visualization screen visible. The visualization includes a start push button, two switch inputs, and three light indicators, labeled light 1, 2, and 3. I will now run the application in simulation and then go online. First, I'll verify that the start push button correctly acts as a power control by turning on the whole thing. With the power control off, you can tell that both switches control none of the lights yet. This confirms that with this true, it does give main power to the whole circuit. Next, I'll start by pressing the push button, and then activating one of the switches turns all three of the lights on. Switching the switches, you can tell that both of them operate in the way they should be. Now, if both are set to on, it acts the same way as if it were set to off. This proves that when the start push button is enabled, either switch can toggle the light state by changing whether the XOR condition is true or false, meeting acceptance criteria. To conclude, I have verified that the start push button acts as a proper master enabler, preventing any output when off. With the push button on, switch 1 and 2 correctly produce the XOR behavior. Lights on when the switches differ. Light 1, 2, and 3 always match because they share the same final and output. Thank you for watching.